What's up, guys? Boy here. Today we're doing another video. Today we're taking a look at the Swiss Army knife clone. Yep, the Swiss Army knife clone. Oh. That's... Yep, Swiss Army knife clone. Oh, I forgot to add these two in here. Out here. So, let's begin. So, I'm going to do a little game for anyone. And what game is it? What is different? Different from the original and a clone. Which is which? Only can wish I can know what it is. Well, you could probably know there's something different on this one. Yeah. Well, you gotta remember, the real one always has, basically, if it's popular, there's probably gonna be a clone to this somewhere. Oh man, I can't find which it is. I mean, it's gotta have to be somewhere. Gotta be somewhere in this situation. Well, if you guess this one's the real and this one's fake, well, you are correct. And if you thought this was the real one, well, sadly mistaken, that's not the case. But the winners is you're gonna have to watch the rest of this video. Yep, you gotta have to. Well, not playing the 2023 Justice League video game. That's basically, you must have spotted pink kryptonite if you're Justice League Season 1 Superman. Yep, you could probably know for that. But, yep, you could probably know for it. So, you could probably know that the scales on this one's a little darker than this one, which is like pretty much like bright red. Meanwhile, this one's a little dark red. And the difference on this one is this one has the Victorinox logo. This one just doesn't have it. Yeah, it doesn't have the Victorinox logo. So, let me put this guy back, and you probably don't know. So, let's take it to the components themselves. This one's the little bit of a Phillips screwdriver. This one, again, I don't know what this one is. I think it's supposed to be this sewing deal, which you could probably know for that. Remember that SC Co cookery where they try to give you just only two generic, actually two of the same knife, and the other one didn't have the sharpener piece, which is always something different. There's also the filer, or the nail filer, and the dirt cleaner for your fingers. Is okay. There is that sewing deal, a bottle opener. I got a little bit of tweezers, which, like, I didn't touch it. It was really a little crooked, of all things. I'm gonna go fix that, and it's. That's. I could just like bend this into a pretzel, of all things. That's just weird. Of course, you have the little plastic toothpick. Of course, you got the bottle opener, can opener, scissors, which, funny part about it, it didn't actually pop off, just like the silver Swiss Army knife. The scaler, the fish scaler, the saw, that one's the saw, and of course the plain knife. All these parts that are steel is, well, basically stainless steel. Stainless steel on this side, which you could probably know from here, and of course it says China on there. No surprise by that one. And this is basically kind of an additional, like the silver Swiss Army knife with a plastic scales for you to just put the stuff back in. I think I must put it wrong ways. No surprise about that one. Yeah, by doing that whole situation. So let's talk about the size itself. So size on the entire handle, and while it's all closed, would be around about of 3/4. Bottle opener would be around about of basically 1/4, while the overall size would be around about 2 inches. I think most that's all like 2 inch on that. But the sewing deal would be around about of nearly of almost to 1.5 inch. Oh god, it's a little awkward to do it all. Okay. Okay. And this guy would be around about of basically of 1.5 inch. For this basically this plain knife that could be doubled as a punching push dagger. It'd be around about of 1.5 inch. And the entire screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, would be around about of 1/4. For the tweezers, would be around about 1.5 inch. For the plastic toothpick, would be around about basically of 1.5 inch. Put this guy's in. Okay, can opener would be around about of 1.5 inch. Well, the overall size would be around about 4.5 inch. Bottle opener would be around about of basically of 1 inch. For the overall size with the bottle opener would be around about of 4/4. Scissors would be around about 2.5 inches. About 2.5 inches. Meanwhile, for the overall size with the scissors would be around about a 6 inch. For the fish scaler would be around about of 2.5 inches. The overall size with the fish scaler would be around about of 6 inch. For the saw would be around about of 2.5 inch. Around about 2.5 inch. For the overall size would be around about 6 inches. And then finally we get to the blade. So the blade would be around about of 2.5 inch. 2.5 inch. For the overall size would be around about basically 5/3. So let's test this bad boy out. So the results out there is, ooh, look at this one. So yeah, you could probably know that this one's basically, look, there's a strike there, probably a strike there, and also there, and there. It's a mixed bag, I'm probably going to say here. So I give this, basically the clone, this Swiss Army knife clone, an astounding of basically a 4 out of 10. basically the entire thing is a mixed bag, and you probably know why. And the thing about it is, sure, it's more on the level of you can't afford this, the original one, which is, I think that's understandable. I mean, a lot of people can't buy the real ones. In fact, they gotta have to resort to the clones. But sometimes you probably have to get the real deals because, for one thing, it's more on the level of very much of like, oh god, that's like, I can like I could bend this mule for something like this one here. I could actually just go back and forth, and it mule for this one. I could just bend this into a pretzel, and it stays like a pretzel, which is much worse. Yeah, it's more on the level of you get for what you paid for, which is that kind of deal. Kind of like the mall katanas, you know? If you buy like the mall katanas and you expect to cut things, you're not going to really cut anything. You're probably going to have the whole entire blade flies off the handle. And trust me, we will get to that guy later. Trust me to that one. But yeah, it's basically had the same problem like the silver Swiss Army knife, which is much worse than I thought, if believe it or not. So that wraps up of the Swiss Army knife clone. I'm Artillboy, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next time.